I was just sitting here in preparation for these Earth Elements of Spirit readings for the week of January 23rd. And I'm like trying to get another read out of this, but I can't. Sorry, guys. It's crystals, just echoing over and over and over again. So you guys picked up some shrapnel last week too. I remember the message for Earth signs last week was, for the Earth element last week was like, use your natural skills of nurturance to provide food and time and energy and reflection and support. And the idea here is like, use the tools of Mother Earth's nurturance to clear any shrapnel you may have picked up. Yeah, great. Thank you guys for not just making it about crystals. Reset button. There's a certain turning of the clock. Yep, from like New Year's Eve to New Year's Day, which is like very cool. You guys are supposed to be good at dealing with what is. Sometimes you can become so obsessive in dealing with what is that you can't see that it's changed and that it's not what is anymore and that it's like a new time. I'm going back to this right here. This is your territoire. This is from the ether reading, right? This is the spaciousness around your heart that's revealing the causes that are most important to you, while Bumblebee is up here trying to bring enlightenment and clarity and clarification. But this is you guys down here. Earth, getting real, acceptance. You're supposed to be good at that. You're supposed to be already aligned with all of the tools that make life here so awesome. And so the idea here is that you really doubly need to use those tools for yourself. Grounding, eating, sleeping, being regular, pooping, exercising, scheduling, timing, all of that stuff. Yeah, it's great. It's a beautiful little message that comes through. Focus more on the earth to see the stars. So it's very cool because right now it's like, that just means look at what is to find the hope, right? Focus on the earth to see the stars. Focus on the earth to see the stars. So it's like, look down to see up. That means when we go, if you hear the air reading, which came, a little while ago, the air reading was saying to them, look beyond the beyond. And you guys, it's more so like, look at what is in order to see how far you can go with it. There's a little bit of like atypical prognosticatory enhancement going on for you guys this week. It's like, you might have these moments of, if you're looking for like, what's next, what comes down the line, what do we do now, what happens, you're not being very earthy, you're being very airy, and I understand it. You were giving of your best self all through the last week, nurturing and supporting, and now you're like, wait a minute, do I have to feed everyone and take care of business for the rest of my whole life? And the idea is, like in one way or another, yes, but you get to choose the way in which you want to do it. If you're overwhelmed, you might not be able to see where it's all going. So the idea is to use those tools with the self-care, with crystals. I keep seeing for you guys selenite wands to cleanse your aura, to like, to swirl around your aura and shake it out into Mother Earth or into Father Sky, or call upon the violet flame, which is a beautiful tool of transmutation, and fling whatever you pick up from your selenite wand into that flame. The idea is that you want to make sure that you take care of yourself in the beginning of the week before trying to figure out what's next. So first self-care, then what is, then what's next. And the idea is you won't even have to look too far to see what's next, because you will have such a realistic and empowered and grounded assessment of what is, what's happening now, where your strengths are coming from, what your cause is, what you want to nurture, what you want to give yourself to, and by focusing on that, not on what am I going to do, not on what comes next, but just by focusing on what is, what matters, where are my strengths coming from, something opens up, and you don't see the future by looking to the future. You see the future by looking at the present. Perfect. I see my future, or the future, my future or the future, in the present. Wow. I focus on the now to understand then. Wow, that's cool. That's trippy, guys. I really like this. My computer is going to die soon because I'm outside, not plugged in. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Yeah, from my guides to yours, be good to yourself. From my guides to you, from me to you, be good to yourself at the beginning of this week. You supported and helped a lot of people last week. Maybe you only supported and helped one, but if it was only one, you supported them and helped them thoroughly. So take care of yourself, cleanse, and couple days into it, reassess, reset, reevaluate, look at what is hard, at what you care about, at what you want to commit to. Look at it hard. Inventory it, detail it. What is the nature of this conflict from your perspective? Because your perspective is very attuned, very valuable. Where do my strengths come from? And once you see where your strengths come from, it's like all of those different elements that I just mentioned. I probably couldn't repeat them in order if I tried. All of those elements reveal to you or infer to you the next step. And what I'm saying is that your mind, the bumblebee from the ether reading, may flash open and show you a clear path into your future, the whole path going all the way up the mountain. Don't underestimate that path. Make notes, write it down. It might carry you for the next 2 to 5 years. I'm being extreme, but that's what I got. And your affirmation, I focus on the now. I see my future in the present. I focus on the now to understand then. I love you. Farewell. From Florida. Thanks. See you next week.